How to Kill Fear Before It Kills Your Dreams by Les Brown. Everyone has dreams. Some dream of building a business, others of becoming artists, leaders, or simply living a life full of freedom and meaning. But very few ever realize those dreams. Why? One word: fear. Fear is the silent killer of dreams. It whispers in your ear at night, reminding you of everything that could go wrong. It convinces you that you are not good enough, not ready, not worthy. And if you let it stay too long, it becomes a permanent roommate in your mind. Les Brown, one of the most powerful motivational voices of our time, built his message around facing fear and believing in the greatness within. In this article, we will break down how fear holds us back and how to kill it before it kills your dreams. Fear is not always loud. It does not always show up as panic or screaming thoughts. Sometimes it comes dressed as logic, as excuses, as comfort. It is the voice that says, maybe next year. What is the feeling that makes you say, I will start? Once things are more stable, it is that small hesitation that becomes a lifetime of regret. Fear stops people from trying. It stops them from showing up. It stops them from saying yes. Every person who ever gave up on a dream did so because fear won. Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of what others will say, fear of standing out, fear of losing everything, fear of not being enough. Yet the pain of staying stuck is always worse than the fear of trying. The pain of living a life unlived, the pain of one day looking back and realizing you never gave yourself a real chance. Les Brown often says that the graveyard is the richest place on earth because it is filled with ideas that were never shared, books that were never written, businesses that were never launched, songs that were never sung, all buried by fear. If you are reading this and you know you have a dream burning inside of you, then it is time to face that fear. Not tomorrow, not next week. Now, the solution to fear is not avoiding it. It is facing it. Les Brown was born into poverty, labeled as educable, mentally retarded, rejected, underestimated, and ignored. But he chose to rise. Not because he was fearless, but because he learned how to move forward despite the fear. That is what you must do. Fear is a signal. It means you are about to do something that matters. The key is not to let it control you. Here is how you start killing fear before it kills your dreams. First, name it. Write it down. What are you actually afraid of? Be honest. Are you afraid of rejection? Of being seen and judged? Of not being perfect? Once you name the fear, you take its power. Second, take one small action. Fear thrives in inaction. The longer you sit still, the bigger it grows. But action shrinks fear. One email, one video, one phone call, one workout, one post, one pitch. That is all it takes to start. Third, shift your focus. Fear is fed by imagination, but so is courage. Most people imagine the worst. What if you imagined the best? What if you focused on everything that could go right? Your focus determines your emotional state. Fourth, build your tribe. Fear loves isolation. It wants you to feel alone, but you are not. Surround yourself with people who support your vision, who challenge you, who remind you of your power. Fifth, feed your mind with truth. Read books. Listen to audios. Watch videos that lift you. Train your inner voice to speak with faith instead of fear. Les Brown calls this OQP, only quality people. People who inspire you, lift you, who reflect your potential. Sixth, expect fear to show up. Do not be surprised. Fear is part of the process. Every time you grow, it will rise. But now you know what to do. You face it. You breathe through it. You act anyway. Remember this. Do not need to be perfect. You do not need to be fearless. You just need to move forward one step at a time. Progress over perfection. Movement over mastery. Courage over comfort. That is how dreams are built. Not in the absence of fear, but in defiance of it. Conclusion: fear will not leave your life, but it does not have to lead it. Every day you choose who is in charge, you or your fear. Every day you wake up with a decision. Will I follow my dream or my doubt? Les Brown teaches that you have greatness within you. but it is your responsibility. To bring it out, no one will do it for you. No one will hand it to you. You must fight for your dream. You must stand up for it. Speak life into it. Act on it. Even when fear tries to convince you to hide, even when the path is unclear, your dream matters. Your voice matters. Your life matters. Do not let fear steal that from you. The cost is too high. The pain is too deep. And the clock is ticking. Kill the fear before it kills your dream. Take the shot. Make the call. Launch the project. Say the words. Live the life. You were not born to play small. You were born to rise. If this message woke something up inside you, then it is time to act. Watch the full video on this topic and let Les Brown's voice remind you of who you really are. Subscribe to this channel for weekly inspiration and strategies. To help you live your dream, comment below and tell us one fear you are ready to face. And remember, you have greatness within you. Now go prove it.